Sorry, something happened to my computer and then it's restarted. So I don't know what happened. Yes? Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so Vicente, you were explaining, I mean, making a difference between developing and developed in terms of the poorest. Can you restart that part, please, again?
All right. I was saying that rich people within developing countries live very similar to even middle class or even middle upper class people within developed countries, because and that
Go on.
yes and that there's great variation, like someone that's very poor in the UK might be living in conditions that would be considered third world or developing nation conditions.
Let's see. Let me see if I got you right. Do you mean that a poor person in Great Britain may have similar living conditions to somebody that is rich or middle class in?
No. They might have conditions similar to poor people over here.
So a poor British guy can be a poor Chilean guy?
Yes, like what I mean is that people in developed nations might be living, I mean the poorest of the poor, might be living in conditions that would be considered developing nation conditions.
Okay, even if they live in a developed one, they may have developing conditions.
Yes, and the same goes for developing countries such as our own, in which upper middle class people might be living in conditions that would be comparable to developed nation conditions.
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand it now, Paloma?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
That's right, because it's like a huge difference in this social difference.
Sorry?
I mean,
Huge difference, what?
social difference and money difference in all the countries. Like in Chile, and the richer, no,
The rich people, you mean?
yes,
Yeah.
but the richest
Mhm.
is like huge difference between the poorest in Chile.
Sorry, I cannot hear you well. The richest people is what?
Like has a huge difference, like to the middle class and to the poorest in Chile.
Yeah, within the country, there is a huge range of inequality, I mean, in the end.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, that is one of the main characteristics of developing countries, with a lot of difference between the richest and the poorest. And normally the richest are, I mean, it's a very small group in comparison to the biggest group that is the poorest. And there is a wide range in opposition to developed countries where most people are in the middle. Yeah? Okay. Well, let me see. Sorry, before going to, I would like to, there is a word that I would like to check the pronunciation because maybe, wait a minute. This word. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, let me play the pronunciation.
Poor. Poor.
poor. What? Poor, if you use the American pronunciation,
poor,
poor. Yeah, poor is you are poor. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Where am I? Here. Okay. So going on with this, what do you understand by these two words? Foreign aid. What does it mean?
It means like a nation is helping another nation with resources. Not always money, but most of the time is money.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea or not?
It's a very difficult question because it does help the nations, but it also makes them dependent on the giving nation.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, there's a huge issue with, I think it was Uganda,
Mm-hmm.
because farmers couldn't compete because people were receiving grain as foreign aid. And so the farmers didn't grow anything because they couldn't compete with free food.
Ah, yeah.
No one wanted to grow grain because
Wood for? Yeah. Yeah. Wood for? Yeah.
sorry?
No, I said what for? I mean, if you are receiving something for free, I mean, doesn't make sense to work to grow
No.
your. Is that what you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Laura? What do you think about it, about foreign aid in developing countries?
Is external help, no?
Yeah. Aid is a synonym of help coming from other countries.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think it's a good idea or not?
Yes, I think it's a good idea. Necessary. For some country is
It's what? Laura? Laura, can you hear me? Laura?
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Maybe the person in this country couldn't live without this help.
Okay. Okay. So in sometimes could be, I mean, good, or I mean, necessary.
Yes.
More than good or not. Okay. Let's see. I will ask you to go to your cursos. I will ask you to work in group. Wait a minute. Go to Material Docente, please. Hey, I didn't, I know, yes, it is here. Please download a file called Developing a Nation, please. Please download it. Is it okay? Could you download it?
Yes.
Yes, okay. The situation is the following. Here you have planning the future of a developing nation. This is an activity you will work between you three, okay? The idea is this is the description of the place, right? Of a developing country that has received some money. You must decide how to spend that money, okay? Here you have a list of possibilities, yeah? 2 airports, for example, 120 million, etc. The thing is that you cannot, for example, in the case of 2 airports, you cannot say, okay, let's make 1 airport for 50% of them. No, you must, if you make airports, you must make 2 airports. Do you understand it? Hello?
I don't.
You don't understand it. Okay, we're going to read the text together then. Okay, let's see. Vicente, please start reading the paragraph.
Yes. Planning the future of a developing nation. Congratulations, you are the new first democratically elected government of Alicia, a small, beautiful tropical island in the Indian Ocean.
Okay, small, bigger.
Oh, small, ¿verdad? Until now, Alicia has not been economically successful. Most people on the island survive by fishing and growing fruit. Education and healthcare facilities are very basic. Other facilities such as roads, shops, and public transport barely exist.
Okay, thank you. Go on, sorry. Go on, Laura, please. Most here. Most goods. Laura?
Where?
Here, I mean, here.
Okay. Most goods are both and sold in local markets, and people get around the island by bike or on foot. Also, although Alicia is a peaceful country, a small group in the north of the country has been demonstrating to make the north of the island independent from the south. One of the reasons is that a geological survey sponsored by an American oil company indicated that there might be large reserve of oil in the region.
Okay, good. Go on, Paloma, please.
As a gesture of friendship, you have been offered a large amount of money, 500 million in aid by the European Union. You are determined to invest this money in the best way possible to improve living conditions for the people of the island. There are various possibilities. You must decide how you want to invest the money. The only condition is that if you decide to invest in airports, for example, you must build 2, as indicated. You cannot decide to build only 1 for half the cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on. The last line.
Sorry?
Read the last line, please. This line.
Discuss with your group and decide how best you spend the money.
Okay. Thank you, Paloma. So that is the situation. Here you have the different possibilities you can make about airports, hospitals, schools, etc., and the cost of that. Yeah. Remember, you have $500 million. Yes. And you must make a decision how to spend that money. Do you understand it now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So I will ask you to discuss it I will open a room, but I will give you some seconds for you to make an agreement on that. And then the idea is that you discuss, and then obviously in English. For that reason, I will give you some suggestions what kind of language you must use in your discussion. I will suggest you can use this, we should, as a way to make suggestions, okay? Or, well, in my opinion, is another one. Or why I think, or why don't we? Okay, these are just suggestions for you to include in your conversation. I will listen to your conversation and I will not interrupt you at all. I will take some notes, but you will discuss it for some seconds. Do you understand what you have to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So let me wait. Let me open a breakout room. Okay, some seconds for you to make the initial arrangements, and then I will enter your room to listen to your conversation, okay? Explain your project, okay? The reasons why you decided to include those aspects.
Well, a lot of things go together. Like, for example, you cannot have clinics without doctors or nurses, because then who mans them? We like to we try to cover our basics. Our basics were health, education, security, and economic growth,
Transport also.
and quality of life. Yes, transport, I think, goes in. We would focus on, I mean, the country would focus on fruit juice production for an exportation of said juice for as an economic activity. The healthcare would be basic for now, and we would invest into it later, either with more refined, like facilities, or more trained personnel. Education, we wouldn't have a university for the first years, but we would have primary schools and secondary schools in order to also free people up so that they can work without worrying where their kids are.
Sorry, and who will be the teachers there?
We missed the teachers.
Detail, minor detail. Yeah.
A mistake.
Okay, go
on. Just the roads, the buses, they exist mostly so people can move between so that they can commute, and like work more easily, or have access to the health clinics, or pick up their kids from school, or maybe even have their kids come alone from school if the public transport is safe enough. We would have police officers and a prison. As I said, they go together in order to keep the criminals away from the rest of society. And the army helicopters, I thought, even though they are disconnected from everything else, there is some political unrest in the north. So it's nice to have some defense in case we need it.
Okay, and what about the cargo ships? Why 5 cargo ships?
To move to export.
The
Okay.
productions.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if you had to include, because you will have to include teachers because there is no other way to make the schools work.
Yes.
Yes. And teachers is, I mean, training for teachers is the cheapest one, as usual, 5 million. So how could you rearrange this in order to include teachers?
I think I will not invest in army helicopters.
Yeah, helicopters.
And yeah, include the teachers, and then we will have 40 millions left.
Yeah, you will have 40 million left. So where would you reassign those, sort of reallocate that money? 40 million.
Maybe the major oil exploration venture in the north of the island in partnership with the American oil company. So the oil will be for the island.
The American oil company?
No.
Sorry.
It's like an oil exploration in partnership with the American oil. I don't know. I don't know what it means, really.
Sorry, what is it? I cannot find it.
If it's for a
major oil exploration venture in the north of the island.
But if it is for the island, yes. But if it's for the American oil, no.
In partnership.
Okay. So I don't know.
I mean, they would extract and they get a cut, but we still get a cut.
Maybe, could be.
It also has the advantage of because Americans are very militaristic, they would take care of the region because that's where their oil is. We wouldn't need to invest in army at all.
Yes, it could be that, because if there is a large amount of oil in the island, there is important way to make money.
We would be in debt for 2 million, which is still very little for a whole country. We would be able to pay it back.
What? No, because the helicopters were 45 and the teachers are 5 and the American oil is 40.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We will
spend on the money.
Yes. It was the other way around.
No, it's 500.
Yes.
Yes, but we didn't spend all 500. We spent only 498.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I think it's 500.
Did I make a mistake? I don't know.
I think it's 497.
Plus 15 plus 40. 295? I don't know.
I got 97.
Yes, it's 97.
97?
I
Yeah.
checked.
Okay. Okay, guys, quite good. Well, I don't know if this, venture with partnership with the Americas, I don't know if it will work. The Americas, but that's another story. Okay, it was quite good. Some things, public, Paloma, public, not public. It's the same sound that you use in culture, public culture. Okay.
Okay.
On foot, you travel by bus, by car. I mean, all means of transport is bike. But when you talk about food, you say on foot. Okay.
Okay.
I think yes, that's Spanish with English words. I think it does. I think it did. I think it may be, but not. I think yes. Yes, that is Spanish. Okay. And finally, you invest. Sorry, I don't know what you said. You invest on something. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Quite good. Quite good. Any questions or comments about this exercise? How can I? Can you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, because I cannot close. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Vicente. I think it was quite good, quite fluent. Quite
Sorry,
natural.
we are still in the room, and maybe Laura has entered.
I thought she was in the room. No, she's. No, sorry, but she left the room, and then she re-entered, and then she disappeared. I don't know. Let me close the room anyway. No, I think she. I hate to see myself here. Yeah, okay. Well, shall we go for a break? Where is Vicente is still in the waiting room. Can you leave the waiting room?
You have to close the room?
Yeah, I did, but it will close in 20 seconds, 19. There, okay. Okay, so let's go. We had a connection problem, I think. I don't know. Okay, well, now we're going to go on with the second part of the class that has nothing to do with the first part about the budget of this island in the tropical island on the ocean. Now we are going to, do you like eating?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You, Vicente, do you like eating?
Yes, as well.
Do you have any favorite type of food?
I like a lot cazuela.
I like cazuela a lot.
A lot. I like cazuela a lot.
Yes? Okay. Oh, really?
De vacuno.
I
Beef
like
cazuela. So you like soup in general, soup or just cazuela?
Cazuela. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what about you, Paloma?
I really like pasta,
Oh, yeah.
like Italian food.
Italian food, yeah. Any particular type of pasta or pasta in general?
Like fillet pasta.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Vicente?
I like sweets, all kinds of sweets. Very much.
You have a sweet tooth, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think that when you talk about your favorite food, do you think that that can be or can have some connection, some relation with your personality or not? Or nothing to do? Do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah. But for example, if you think about the type of food you really like, as you said, and the type of food you really dislike, what type of food do you really dislike?
I don't really like seafood.
No?
Yes. But I think it's more than personality, it's like the family.
Background?
Yes. Because maybe
Explain that, please, Fernanda.
in my family, we don't used to eat a lot of seafood, even though my parents like, but they didn't give to us when we were little. So now I think it's a very strong flavor.
Yeah. And what about fish?
I like fish, but not like shells.
Okay, not seafood, definitely. Yeah. But did you, I mean, did you used to eat fish when you were a little girl?
I don't remember. I think so, but I don't remember.
Yeah. But now it's a very strong flavor.
Yes.
Well, actually, it is strong.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a kind of flavor that you, or kind of, not flavor, it's a kind of preference or type of food that you learn to eat. Not from, it's not overnight. Yeah. What about you, Paloma? What type of food do you dislike?
I don't know if I dislike a type of food.
No?
I dislike some particular foods, but
For
not
example?
a type. But let me think.
Cochayuyo?
Not fan of it, but not
You
dislike.
can eat it. If you have
Yes.
to, you can eat it. Yeah.
I think I'm not I think I'm not a, how do I say it? Mañosa?
Picky?
Picky
Well, there are
person?
different. One of the words is spoiled, definitely.
But
Spoiled,
in
especially with children, I would say, when they are, well, spoiled maybe in different aspects, but when children are spoiled, they do whatever they want, they eat whatever they want. And what they don't want, they don't eat it. And the other one is picky. Yeah, so you eat anything, or almost anything.
not anything, but I think a lot.
Yeah, but there is
some kind of seafood I
Mhm.
don't like, but like choritos. I'm not fan, but if you give me to a lunch of
For lunch.
my for lunch, I will eat it anyway.
Yeah, because
But
you're polite.
no, but no, it's not like something that makes me puke or
Yeah, okay. So, okay. Okay.
And how do you say the interiores?
Let me think. That is a word that I have, let me see, I will have to look it. 'Cause
Offal?
Sorry?
Offal?
Awful. Yeah, there is a word that is, but let me see. That is one of the words. Yeah. I once I saw another one that is, wait. This one. Let me see. Yes. Sounds awful.
Awful.
Awful. Awful. Yeah.
Awful is awful.
Is it?
I don't like.
Awful.
No? Let me find something with, let's see if I find another one. No, it's awful. Yes. Yes.
I think that type of food I wouldn't eat it.
That type, I don't like that type of food.
But not because I don't like, because I never tried, and I wouldn't try it.
You wouldn't
Never.
try that?
Because in part because I don't eat meat, but when I ate meat, I also wouldn't eat it. No.
Why not? Because but you have never tried it.
No, but the smell is like no.
Yeah. Well, now
No,
if you
it's not attractive.
Are you vegetarian?
Pescatarian.
Vegetarian.
Pescatarian.
Vegetarian.
No, pescatarian because I eat fish and some seafood.
Okay. What's the name?
Pescatarian. I don't know. I don't see. I
In
don't.
Spanish, what's the word?
Pescatarian. Pescatariano.
Pescatarian?
Sí. Yes. But I don't say like I'm a pescatarian. I say I vegetarian, but I eat fish.
Yeah. Fish. And do you drink any milk or, I mean,
Yes.
cow milk?
Milk, cheese, eggs.
Yeah.
Because I'm not vegan.
You're not, vegans are the ones that don't eat cheese or, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And how long have you been a vegetarian?
Like 5 years.
5 years. Okay. What about you, Vicente? Is there any food that you don't like, that you dislike, actually?
I used to dislike innards, but I like them now. Offal, liver, heart, sorry. Heart, and all that kinds of meats. I wouldn't say I don't have a food that I wouldn't touch. Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat difficult to say. There's nothing I wouldn't eat. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not like a very big eater, and it's not like I'm very impressionable by what I see.
What do you mean by that?
So how
you don't care what it looks like?
I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it smells like. I don't care where it comes from. But I do care
come on. Come on.
But I do care how it tastes.
Well, in that sense, you can eat, I don't know, anything, but almost anything.
Almost anything, yes.
Depending on, I mean, on your like, I mean, in the end. If you like it,
I mean, well, it has to be, there's two requisites. It has to taste good and it doesn't have to be like harmful. That's it. Everything else I'll eat.
harmful like what?
Like what would I say it's harmful? For example, anything, even though I like sweets, I don't eat them all the time, and I would stop eating them if I had like health issues or anything similar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, something like, well, you would be able to measure the quantity if, in the case of sweets, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will ask you to, wait a minute. I will ask you to listen to somebody making, first of all, have you ever heard about Ayurveda in yoga? No?
Sorry?
Ayurveda in yoga, no? Well, you're going to listen to somebody, making a description of this Ayurveda. Okay? Okay, let me share my screen. No, I just took, wait, let me see. Here it is. Listen and take notes, please.
.3 Food for thought.
Hello, I'm David Edwards, and today on Food for Thought, I'm talking to Dr. Madhu Kumari, who's an expert in the art of Ayurvedic healthcare. Hello, Madhu, and welcome to Food for Thought.
Hello, David.
Can you begin by giving our listeners a quick explanation of what Ayurveda is?
Well, Ayurveda is the life science of India, and it has been practiced there for over 5,000 years. The word comes from the ancient Sanskrit language. Ayu means life, and Veda is similar in meaning to knowing. Ayurveda is a complete approach to health, diet, and natural medicine.
And what are its basic principles, its central ideas?
Ayurveda states that there are 5 basic elements in the universe: air, fire, water, earth, and ether or space. They control or affect everything.
And what influence do these 5 elements have on us?
In human beings, the 5 elements work together to create 3 different energies called doshas. All 3 doshas are active in everyone, but usually one dosha, or sometimes 2, are naturally dominant in a person. Each dosha has its own special character.
So that means that there are basically 3 different types of people with their own physical and mental characteristics.
Yes, absolutely. There are 3 different physical body types with their different personalities to match. If we know what type we are, we can develop our lifestyle to give us exactly what we need, so we can keep ourselves in balance and stay healthy and happy. If we have too much of one dosha, we can change our diet, for example, and eat foods that make that particular energy weaker.
Interesting. And what are the 3 types? Can you describe them for us? I'm sure everyone listening will be keen to try and recognize what type they are.
The 3 types are called Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and they are quite different from each other. But as I said, many people are a mixture of 2 types. With a bit of experience, you can tell what type people are just by looking at them. Vata people are very easy to recognize. They are very self-confident, lively, and do everything quickly. You often see them rushing, and that's one of their problems. If they aren't careful with their doshas, they can become anxious and worried. Pitta types are very energetic and organized, warm and friendly. But the risk is that they can become critical. They tend to criticize other people and themselves. Kappa people are usually easygoing and relaxed, but they need to watch out for becoming bored and boring.
Oh, that sounds exactly like me. Can you stay with us for a while, Madhu? Because we've had quite a few phone calls about Ayurveda, and maybe you can answer some of our listeners' questions.
Yes, if I can.
Okay, our first caller is Danny Boyce from Liverpool. Danny, what's your question?
Okay. Could
Yes.
you, I mean, let's see what you could get, okay? What did you get about the history of this Ayurveda? Fernanda. There is some delay. I mean, I don't know if you or me.
Is of India.
It comes from India, okay?
Yeah, it says Life Science of India.
Yeah,
And
it's a life from India. Yeah, it's a life science of India. Yeah, okay. Anything else about this?
It two concepts in the word, life and known. Can be. I don't know if I get the second one. Like
Okay.
Ayurveda, it means two concepts.
Yeah. The name Ayurveda, because wait a minute. Wait. I'm trying to. I don't know why I cannot. Here, okay. The thing is.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda in English. Ayurveda in Spanish. Have you ever seen that word before?
No.
No? Never? Vicente, no?
No.
In English, you pronounce it Ayurveda.
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda. But in Spanish, people say Ayurveda. Okay? Well, so it comes from India. It's a life science that is made up of two concepts. And what's other words?
Life unknown, or
Life.
and the other one I didn't
You're
get.
not sure about it. Could you complete that, Paloma or Vicente?
I get that it's about life. No, it's about health, diet, and nature medicine.
Yeah. Okay.
And it says that there are 5 basic elements.
Okay.
Air, water, earth, fire, and space, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, it's ether or space. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Anything else, Vicente?
I got it. It's got 3 recommendations to 3 como archetypes of people.
Yeah.
They were very different, but all I got was that one was like more. The middle one was more like down to earth, and the third one was like more flighty and how do I say this? More like it needed constant stimuli.
Okay. Well, let's play it again. Let's see if we can complement the information, okay? Let me see.
.3 Food for thought.
Hello, I'm David Edwards, and today on Food for Thought, I'm talking to Dr. Madhu Kumari, who's an expert in the art of Ayurvedic healthcare. Hello, Madhu, and welcome to Food for Thought.
Hello, David.
Can you begin by giving our listeners a quick explanation of what Ayurveda is?
Well, Ayurveda is the life science of India, and it has been practiced there for over 5,000 years. The word comes from the ancient Sanskrit language. Ayu means life, and Veda is similar in meaning to knowing. Ayurveda is a complete approach to health, diet, and natural medicine.
And what are its basic principles, its central ideas?
Ayurveda states that there are 5 basic elements in the universe: air, fire, water, earth, and ether or space. They control or affect everything.
And what influence do these 5 elements have on us?
In human beings, the 5 elements work together to create 3 different energies called doshas. All 3 doshas are active in everyone, but usually one dosha, and sometimes 2, are naturally dominant in a person. Each dosha has its own special character.
So that means that there are basically 3 different types of people with their own physical and mental characteristics.
Yes, absolutely. There are 3 different physical body types with their different personalities to match. If we know what type we are, we can develop our lifestyle to give us exactly what we need, so we can keep ourselves in balance and stay healthy and happy. If we have too much of one dosha, we can change our diet, for example, and eat foods that make that particular energy weaker.
Interesting. And what are the 3 types? Can you describe them for us? I'm sure everyone listening will be keen to try and recognize what type they are.
The 3 types are called Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and they are quite different from each other. But as I said, many people are a mixture of 2 types. With a bit of experience, you can tell what type people are just by looking at them. Vata people are very easy to recognize. They are very self-confident, lively, and do everything quickly. You often see them rushing, and that's one of their problems. If they aren't careful with their doshas, they can become anxious and worried. Pitta types are very energetic and organized, warm and friendly, but the risk is that they can become critical. They tend to criticize other people and themselves. Kapha people are usually easygoing and relaxed, but they need to watch out for becoming bored and boring.
Oh, that sounds exactly like me. Can you stay with us for a while, Madhu? Because we've had quite a few phone calls about Ayurveda, and maybe you can answer some of our listeners' questions.
Yes, if I can.
Okay, our first caller is Danny Boyce from Liverpool. Danny, what's your question?
Okay. Could you get any extra information?
Yes.
Fernanda, what could you get?
The second Ayurveda means not is the second concept.
The concept? Knowing.
I can get knowing.
Not, wait a minute, I understand is knowing.
Knowing?
Wait a minute. If I got it right.
7.3, food for thought.
Hello, I'm David Edwards, and today on Food for Thought, I'm talking to Dr. Madhu Kumari, who's an expert in the art of Ayurvedic healthcare. Hello, Madhu, and welcome to Food for Thought.
Hello, David.
Can you begin by giving our listeners a quick explanation of what Ayurveda is?
Well, Ayurveda is the life science of India, and it has been practiced there for over 5,000 years. The word comes from the ancient Sanskrit language. Ayu means life, and Veda is similar in meaning to knowing. Ayurveda is a complete approach.
What do you understand, Papananda?
Known?
No? Let's see. I heard knowing. I don't know what you heard, Vicente and Paloma.
I don't get it because it sounds like non, like the French word for no.
None. Yeah.
Like no. It like the French say no. Sounds like that.
Yeah, I think it's knowing. Well, because Indian accent is horrible. Okay, I think it's knowing. And you, Paloma, can you hear anything different?
I hear no.
No.
The
You
saber.
have to know. Do you know? And that kind of, I think I hear the same, but I think it's knowing. Well, anyway, yeah. Let's see.
I'm back.
We agree that it's something like no, verb to know, knowing. I think it is knowing.
No.
Well, let's see. So it's the life science of India. What else did you get about that?
And there are 3 types of people. No. I mean, these 5 elements work together and create like 3 personalities or 3 body types.
Body types?
No, it's
Well,
not
yeah, in a way, yes.
3 types of
energy.
people.
Energies. Yes.
Energy.
Yeah. She talks about 3 energies.
Yes.
Yes.
And did you get that? Well, the names, I don't know if you could get it because it's
Something like
more or less.
bata, algo así.
Yeah?
Vata, Pitta, Kapha. algo así.
Kapha.
Yeah, exactly. Vata, V-A, Vata, not like the shoes. Vata,
Vata.
The second
pita,
is
like pizza bread. Pita and
Kapha.
Kapha.
Kapha. Very good. Well, so these 3 energies become into these 3. They are called Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And what happens with these 3 energies?
We all have these 3 energies, but there's one that is stronger in each of.
Yeah, it's more
each
dominant.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 or 1.
I'm sorry?
I think that she said that 2 are the most dominant. And 1 can be also dominant. And then you have to eat. You can eat.
What do they have to do with people? I mean, with
if you recognize what is the dominant, you can develop exactly what you need in your life.
Okay,
to
so
keep yourself healthy and happy.
Yeah. Okay. Vicente, you wanted to say something, I think?
Yeah, that I thought it said more like it's more like there's 3 and everyone has like 2 that are most dominant.
Yeah.
But within those 2, one is more dominant than the other.
Yeah. But actually, these energies make 3 different types of people. Yeah. Okay. According to that, let's see, what about Vata people? What are they like?
They are self-confident. And they like everything quick. But the problem is they're always rushing and living stressed.
Yes, they are anxious.
I'm worried.
Yeah, as a consequence, they are anxious and they are most of the time worried. Okay. Anything else about Vata people?
They are no.
No,
sorry. No, but I thought we. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, Fernanda.
There is easy to recognize.
Yeah, it's easy to recognize them. They are very lively. They are very lively and they are also positive. and they do things quickly, but they become negative. I mean, as a consequence, they are worried and anxious. What about Pitta people? What are they like?
Energetic.
Sorry,
Loving.
energetic, yeah.
They are energetic and organized,
Organized, very good.
and they become very critical with other people and themselves.
Yeah, in this case, my interpretation is that it is similar to horoscope, I mean to zodiac signs. There are some good characteristics and some bad characteristics. The good ones is that you are organized, you are energetic,
Friendly.
friendly, yes,
And warm.
warm,
And caring. Caring? No era. Oh, sorry.
no,
Wasn't one of them.
positive. Those are the good ones. But in the other side of the coin, as Paloma said, they are
Critical.
critical. Critical with whom?
With everyone, even themselves.
Exactly. With everyone, with the others and with themselves. Okay. And any other one? Any other negative characteristic? They are negative. When you are critical, you probably are negative, I think. No, that is my own hardest.
Interpretation.
Okay, let's see the last one, Kappa people. What are they like?
They are easygoing, relaxed.
Easygoing, relaxed. Okay. And what about the negative ones?
They become bored and boring.
Okay. Yeah. Bored and boring. Yeah. And they are easygoing. Okay. Could you recognize yourselves in one of these types?
Yes.
Which one?
I think I'm more Kappa.
Kappa? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
but also I have some other characteristics.
For sure.
But in the other like types.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Fernanda?
I'm a mixed Pitta and Kappa.
Pitta and Kappa. Yeah. And you, Vicente?
I would say Kappa. Yeah, only Kappa because I'm
Only
very
Kappa.
easygoing. Yeah, I'm very easygoing. I'm very breezy as a person.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let me share my screen. I will ask you to go to your cursos material docente. Oh my God. Let's see. Material docente, please. Food for thought, please download it. By the way, do you know the meaning of the expression the phrase food for thought? It's a very usual expression, idiom.
No.
No? Does anybody? Fernanda, Vicente, do you know the meaning of food for thought?
Yes.
What's the meaning?
Something to think about.
Exactly. Something to think about. Yes. Okay. Well, here we have, let me see, I am more and more short-sighted. Wait a minute. I want to, how can I enlarge this? Here. Okay. Okay. Here you're going to interview each other, okay, about their personality and habits. As your students, I mean, your classmates, how much the following characteristics apply to them, and write a score from 1 to 5 for their answers. If a statement is not at all true for them, score 0. If it is 100% true, score 5. When you have finished, find the total score for each type. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
have a look at the list and okay, I will give you, so after you do that, you will calculate the score and then you will decide what, I mean, your classmate personality type according to this, okay? And according to that, we're going to see the diet. Okay? Here we have the diet, but please, first of all, do it in the first part. Do you understand it?
Yes, but with themselves, or we have to ask?
No, you have to ask, okay? To ask.
Okay.
So I will send you to a breakout room for you to have, it's something short. So
I'm sorry, I didn't
yes.
understand.
You don't understand. You're going to interview each other, okay? You interview you exchange this, you ask each other, ask and answer, okay? How much the following characteristics apply to them. For example, I interview you, for example, Paloma, okay. Do you often get excited by things? You say, no, never. So 0, yeah? If you say yes, always, then it's 5. From 0 to 5, or 1 to 5, yes? When you have completed the interview, you will have a score at the bottom, yes? So, look at the 3 scores for your partner. If one score is a lot higher than the other 2, then the highest score shows their body type. For example, Vata 45, Pitta 24, Kappa 22. Means their body type is Vata, because it's clearly more dominant than the others. If their top 2 scores are similar, then they are a mixed body type. For example, Vata 36, Pitta 38, Kappa 17, means their body type is Vata Pitta. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yeah. According to that, here you have here you have some information about the diet. Yeah, they should follow according to their dominant elements. Okay, if you're Vata type, this type of food is good. This is bad. This is dangerous. Do you understand it?
Yes.
So you will interview each other, and then you will report the information you got and what you collected about, what information you collected about your classmate. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I will send you to a breakout room. I will give you some, and Fernanda, you are not, why not?
What? I'm here?
Yeah, but you are not, I cannot, you don't appear in, why not?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, why not? Oh. I don't know why you don't appear on the list.
Maybe if I go and come back.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay, in the meantime, Paloma and Vicente. Yeah, now, yes. Okay, now